Yeah, hi. Royce Eddings here, the Vinyl Junkie, and I want to welcome everybody to our vinyl unboxing show tonight. And we're featuring, you guys, we're featuring glam rock, which a lot of things morphed off of glam rock, whether it was big hair rock or glam metal or on and on and on. But it started, glam rock started early 70s in the UK. And I've got a list of bands here that were some of the most, the significant starting bands, and they actually listed T Rex as more or less the inventor of glam rock, with David Bowie right behind T Rex. You know, David Bowie actually lifted above that genre and went into all kinds of different areas. But so T Rex and David Bowie were used, and New York Dolls, Slade, Gary Glitter, The Sweet, Roxy Music, Mott the Hopple, Susie Quattro, Wizard. I hadn't heard
Hoople.
Mott the Hopple.
Yeah, Hoople.
Hoople. What did I say? Hopple?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Reading too fast. And then there was the Wizard, Ron Wood, who left Electric Light Orchestra to just go strictly, glam. And then, of course, later on when the 80s hit, it was, it's more like hair metal, but still considered glam, borrowed from the 70s, but with a little more bluesy riffs and stuff in some of the guitar music. And also you had, heavier metal was still getting mixed in with the glam, as far as we're talking, the big hair, the costumes, the big high heels, glitter. I mean, platform shoes, glitter, hairstyles, makeup. Makeup was a big part of it. But anyway, that stuff continued through some of the other genres, whether it was heavy metal, big hair rock, glam rock. It just continued and rolled through the 80s, and later on, in the 80s, when it was more like big hair glam, we had Hanoi Rocks, one of the first most influential of the 80s, and of course. And I didn't really have any Hanoi Rocks. I remember hearing some of their songs, but I always had Mötley Crüe, always had Poison. There was RATT and Quiet Riot. I had Cinderella. I had Warrant, White Snake. I didn't have Saigon Kick. I had Scorpions. In fact, I still have Scorpions. I'm gonna unbox one tonight. Skid Row. I loved Skid Row. Van Halen, of course. Def Leppard, Faster Pussycat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was all more into the 80s, and it kind of morphed from the glam rock into the big hair and metal rock, and glam was still part of all of that. And so I'm going to start out with actually one of my favorites from the 80s. In fact, one of my daughters was a cheerleader in high school, and she had taken the Dr. Feelgood album cover and had the wooden stand she cheered from with her megaphone and stuff painted up in that theme, with the snake wrapping around a sword or whatever it was. I can't remember exactly now. But and some of the girls had painted theirs up, and they made them change it, and they left her alone. So the whole school year, she had this Mötley Crüe Feel Good wooden stand she sang off of. But what I've got here though is Mötley Crüe's greatest hits.
Cool.
And this is. I'd already pulled the shrink wrap off. I haven't played it yet or anything. I want to get the shrink wrap off. There's so much glare with the shrink wrap. And this has. I want to save this too. Exclusive Crimson Red Smoke vinyl. And,
I haven't opened mine yet, so that's cool. You're opening the vinyl.
Yeah. I'm going to open the vinyl. First, we'll look inside the gatefold. Try to get it out of the glare. Got these overhead lights here that are pretty bad. Okay,
Yeah.
So there's the gatefold, and then I've got the. I know there's a lot of albums to show. I don't think I'll painstakingly read every single song on the albums like I got in the habit of doing. But I'll touch on some highlights here. You've got Shout at the Devil, Looks to Kill. I mean, they're all kind of highlights actually. Home Sweet Home, Wild Side, Girls, Girls, Girls. Now that was big. Girls, Girls. That was one of their early albums, right? Very, very popular. Dr. Feelgood, just talking about that. Kickstart My Heart, Same Old Situation. Let's see. Saints of Los Angeles, The Animal in Me. Okay. All right, so I don't want to dwell on that. Okay, so here's nice heavy. I like the heavier sleeves. You know, they don't get all wrinkled up so badly. But here's the logo I was talking about that my daughter had on her cheerleading stand, and Dr. Feelgood was written across there and things like that. It was pretty cool. I didn't know
You
what
know,
to be in.
I'm surprised she got away with that because that being a drug reference. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but she did. I was surprised too, to be honest with you.
That's a car. I think they call it a cartouches. That's what the nurses wear and the doctors. It's a staff with the snakes wrapped around it.
But I mean the vibe of that record. People know that that's what their reference was in that. You know.
Yeah, but you know
That's a great looking record.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's a great looking
I
record.
love that. I think it's kind of translucent too. Nothing like that yellow translucent I had on Pulp Fiction. That was really cool.
Looks
I
like a
love that.
bowling ball.
It kind of does look like a bowling ball.
Marbleized bowling ball.
Something like that, right, Michael?
Pull the second one out.
Oh, hang on. He wants to start.
Yeah.
Royce, real quick. Let me get this in. Earlier, you said something before we went on there about an antique store. Have Mikey tell you the story about the time he went into an antique store and they tagged him.
Oh, really? What is that?
They said,
No,
I don't
I'm
think we have a shelf big enough for this guy.
How much for the dinosaur? How much for the dinosaur? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Going back to that record, man. That's a,
Go!
This antique is very lifelike. What's going on with this thing?
Okay, so
He keeps grabbing my butt.
If somebody just joined us, I just unboxed Mötley Crüe's greatest hits, a 2-album set in some pretty fancy vinyl. Okay,
Fancy.
so let me see. There's a bunch of people in the chat. We haven't said anything to yet, but we'll wait till I'll go through mine, and then I'll catch up. Okay, now I have David Bowie, Scary Monsters.
Ooh, that's a great record.
That is a good one.
They have a chew bop of that too.
you guys
Scary
know
Monsters. We're talking released in 1980.
I'm doing that so I can hear
Hey,
you.
didn't Iggy Pop have something to do with that album?
You know what? I didn't read that anywhere. I'm not sure.
I think Iggy Pop was the producer of that album, I believe.
Really?
I don't know. You got to check it
Well,
out.
maybe, yeah. I guess I should know that.
Because
Okay,
he
so
was having
here's the vinyl, RCA, and I want you to see, to the best we can, I want you to see that I just cleaned this a little while ago, and there's not a scratch or mar or mark on it. It's very, very clean. RCA, okay. Okay, and that is David Bowie, Scary Monsters, one of the innovators of the glam movement. Okay, so I might as well move right along here. Next, I have the Scorpions, Love at First Sting.
That's a great record.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Love at First Sting.
Great record.
Pretty much the same thing. Same on the back. Same on the back. What do we have here? We have Bad Boys Running Wild, Rock You Like a Hurricane. Let's see, what else? The Same Thrill, Big City Nights, As Soon as the Good Times Roll, Crossfire, Still Loving You. Anyway, a lot of good songs, a lot of songs that, I recognize from the time period. And this is a pretty cool sleeve. Shows everybody all leathered out.
Klaus.
And on the back, of course, we've got, lyrics and song names and what have you. I'm having to hold on to this because it's open all the way around pretty much.
That's well loved.
This is Mercury Records. Who knew?
Hey,
Mercury.
Pat, what was the first album that they released in the United States? Blackout?
No.
No. That, probably. Well, I mean, the first album was released in the United States.
What the fuck was it called?
I think Over the Rainbow. I think, yeah.
I think you're right.
Huh. Over the Rainbow, huh?
Over the Rainbow. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I never.
Yeah, I
heard
mean, they were a band before Blackout. You know, they had
Yeah. Animal
other players.
Magnetism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love Drive and Animal Magnetism were before Blackout, and then you had
Tokyo Tapes. I
you
think.
had Tokyo Tapes. You had Entrance.
Entrance. That was a great record. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was the live one, right?
yeah.
So anyway, that's the three I was going to unbox. So I don't know if we want to just you want to you don't want to go next, Mr. Altini?
Yeah, I'll go next. But we got to find out if Iggy Pop was the producer of Scary Monsters. Yeah, because Bowie went into a different direction on
Well,
that.
I can Google it on my phone.
All right. Anyway, show you what I got.
Okay.
He's going into the antique store there.
Did Iggy Pop produce?
You could tell he is well prepared.
Well
I know I was just going to say that.
What?
Hey.
Okay. Anyway, so here, this is me. The only David Bowie record I have left for my collection.
Is that you creaking or your chair?
It's me.
Those are his bones.
It's Changes One. This is where he went from glam to he went in another direction. Because David Bowie would always go into another direction.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. He
Yeah,
didn't stay in one spot for very long.
Wouldn't the Ziggy Stardust era be more glam than
Yes.
that right there?
Yes.
But that's what's on this record.
Oh,
Diamond
Space
Dogs.
Oddity, John, I'm Only Dancing. Changes.
gotcha.
All right. This was like he was saying goodbye to Ziggy Stardust and hello to this version
Mr. Bowie.
of David
Okay.
Bowie. But
Bowie.
this was a re-release, and it's on Bowie Records.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, Bowie Records. Wow. What year was that again?
This just was re-released, so this was, I don't know.
So it maybe originally it wasn't on Bowie Records. It was
Oh, it was on RCA.
RCA. Okay.
Okay, but now with David Bowie being in that thing, I was in Walden Books. No, Barnes and Noble. I was in Barnes and Noble. And I was looking around, and they have records there and stuff.
Yep.
Do they really?
Also,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like they have,
Where's Waldo? Where's Bowie?
this is Where's Bowie? It's a book where you find David Bowie. It takes you through all his places he used to hang out in nightclubs in Berlin, in New York and London, and this is I think this is cool as hell, especially for the David Bowie, fan.
That is pretty cool.
Where's Bowie?
Doesn't show him and what's his name going to the nut house, does it?
No, Pat. Who did he go to the nut house with?
He went with
Mikey,
God.
if you look right there, hold that up again. There he is. He's in Mick Jagger's sleeping bag in that one. Let me see.
He went with oh my gosh, not Harvey Keitel, the other guy. What
It was a movie star.
Yeah, he's a movie star. Oh my gosh.
What happened was David Bowie. See, Iggy Pop had the choice of going to jail or going to a rehab,
Yeah.
a mental institution.
Really?
Rehab. Okay. So he opted for mental institution rehab. So he was in there. Cocaine was everywhere in those days. I mean, everybody had coke. So he went in for cocaine rehabilitation and mental illness. And David Bowie thought it would be really cool to go visit his friend and bring him some cocaine. So he went with this guy that we were just talking about yesterday. They dressed up in spacesuits, and they went and they knocked on the door of the mental institution.
Oh my God! You're kidding me?
Everybody was starstruck.
Let us in. We are from the future.
They wouldn't say no to David Bowie, and he brought in a half ounce of cocaine for his friend, Iggy Pop. Well, he's in League.
Iggy's like, hey guys, the party's on me tonight.
Oh, a friend indeed. I mean,
Was not a friend with weed.
no.
Well, anyway, here's my next one. Being that we were just talking about that, was a band that I was work for several years.
Nah, I like that record a lot.
This was a really good record.
Great record.
Yeah.
You know, and it had the
Is that the pop-up cover?
sewer cap.
Ah, cool.
It had the sewer cap.
Very cool.
And this picture was taken in the South Bronx when it was unbelievably bad. If you ever see the movie Fort Apache in the South Bronx,
Yeah.
it was an effing war zone. Okay, I mean, abandoned buildings, burnt out cars. You wouldn't even believe you were in the United States. So anyway, there was an empty lot.
Crazy.
They paid a bunch of taggers, these guys, to paint this. It cost them about $5,000.
Oh, so that really was painted. I always thought it was photoshopped.
No, that was really painted.
Wow.
And they
Photoshopped.
Well, whatever it was back then.
had no such thing back then.
Cut and pasted.
And they had an army of security around there because everybody wanted to come in. Because if you were white, okay, and you were over there doing some kind of work, these gangbangers would come around and demand money from the boss, to pay rent.
Yeah.
You're standing on our property, you got to pay us rent. Anyway, let's see what's on the inside.
Hey, do you know how long that lasted? That mural on the wall? How long did it last up there?
I think if that building is still there, that's still there.
Wow, that'd be cool to go see actually.
Yeah.
All right, so
I heard Mark Weiss when he photographed the cover of that was a real manhole
I believe
cover.
so because,
Manhole cover. I'm sorry.
because Atlantic Records, and I have one, gave out to all the record stores a sewer cap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he still has his.
Right. I think I still got mine too. And during this tour, Dee used to come on stage through
Yeah.
the sewer.
I saw that tour. That was amazing.
So it was like a promo sewer cap
Yes,
with a big TS.
and with a big TS on it.
Oh, dude, I would have loved to seen that if you would have found it.
I didn't actually look for it, but I will. And if I find it, I'll give it to you because I don't give a shit. So, anyway,
Damn.
Dude, pardon me.
you see the makeup, it's half glam,
Oh,
half
yeah.
not, because they were decided to make a change after
They're
this,
making-
because glam was going out,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
grunge was coming in, and especially with Mendoza. You see,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks-
Right.
The facial hair and everything.
right?
Yeah.
And here's AJ Perro over there. Is AJ Perro, and my claim to fame is I got him in the band.
Oh, really?
Right? They needed a drummer. He was one of my good friends. I made him make a tape. I gave it to Dee. He listened to it, and he could not believe his ears. He said, "This is the guy that they've been looking for
great.
their whole life."
And the rest is twistery.
The rest is
Did you get any kind of management fees?
Wait, what's that, Royce?
Did you get any kind of management fees? For getting,
No. Oh, we used to call them. Never mind. I can't say it.
He got meet and greet passes.
Yeah. So anyway, what the hell else?
You got a soda.
I got a soda.
Soda.
I got a soda. All right. So anyway, so that's that. But here's one of my favorite bands of the glam era, Bebop Deluxe.
Oh. There you go.
Very cool.
I love Bebop Deluxe, and I'm telling you, Styx ripped them off. Everybody ripped them off. Prince.
Well, that's not backwards. Is it?
Okay, let's say not ripped off, borrowed.
What?
This is
Borrowed
backwards.
so many of their
No.
I don't know, their riffs and shit like that. It's
yeah.
got Bill Nelson. Here's the back.
What? His name is Full Nelson?
You're a dick. Bill Nelson.
That looks like Queen ripped off that photo.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
these guys were so ahead
Exactly.
of their time, and everybody wanted to be them. You know, just that they never got really, really popular for some reason.
Wow, that's crazy.
So, anyway, let's see what's on the inside here. I'm so surprised that this lasted. It gives you all the lyrics. Right? Remember, you know, that's what I miss most about records. Is they used to give you like stories. They used to give you
the packaging, the goodies,
song, right?
Yeah.
It's all goodies and all interesting things. How, you know, where it was recorded and la-di-da. You don't get that with a CD, and you don't get that anymore these days.
No.
But
You won't get it with the download, that's for sure.
right?
But anyway, this is on Harvest Records,
Oh, nice.
and could you believe it's this old and how clean it is? I
Yeah, it looks good.
If that's Harvest, that's got to be a UK pressing.
I don't know. What do you think? Made by Capitol Records, subsidiary Capitol Records, da 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 da. So
Maybe not.
I don't know. So here's that record, Sunburst Finish. If you don't have it, go get it.
What year did you say that was, Mikey?
1976.
Okay.
So what do you think they sound like? Because I've never heard that.
What do you mean?
Like the music style. Like what does it sound like?
Sounds like Prince. Sounds like Styx. Sounds like. I mean, they are their own sound. It's people borrowed from them.
Interesting.
You know,
That is
it is
interesting.
it's really interesting. And then when he wanted to branch out, Bill Nelson wanted to branch out. He started a band called Red Noise, right? And see how everybody went from glam to like punk,
Yeah.
right? So everybody in the glam era was doing a small, slow transition, and this
Yeah.
one's more electronic than the previous albums. It's a good album, but not Starburst.
Same label, Mikey?
Yeah, let me just. Well, this one is on. This is on Capitol.
I've never seen a Capitol label like that. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
custom
on.
label.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, it's an interesting band, you know. Like I said, they never made millions and millions of dollars. You know, they didn't catch on. I think they were more popular in Europe, as usual, you know. But that's all I got. But I got a question for Royce.
Yes.
I mean, do you think that at any time the Rolling Stones went glam for a while?
Let me think here for a
I
second.
think they did.
I don't know, that big scarf over his head on goat's head suit might be a little glammy. I would say probably.
Right? I think
I don't remember. Well, yeah, Mick Jagger wore makeup and stuff, and I don't know about the rest of the guys though.
what Richard did, Ron Wood.
Yeah.
And
He
some
did.
girls, right? And some girls that tour, they
Some girl.
Some
Yeah,
girls,
yeah,
some girls was a little bit on the glammier side for sure,
Yeah.
as far as their appearances.
The look, not the music. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They were just rock all the way. I mean, you can't even break it down into subgenres. It was just rock and roll. Good rock and roll.
To me, that was the best album they ever made for some girls.
That's a good
Which
record.
That was a great
Which
record.
Some girls. I
Oh,
love
Some Girls. Yeah, no, I love that one. Yeah, I have that one. I found that recently at an antique store in Paso Robles. I could not believe I came across that. You know,
How much-
you
how
can
much-
pull the cover in and out. You know, the faces go to different windows.
Yeah.
And everybody on the front's wearing lipstick. Nobody on the back's wearing lipstick. You know, it's a really cool.
Well,
cover.
Royce, if yours shows Marilyn Monroe and Lucille Ball, that's an original.
Okay, I think I'd bet almost anything they're there. Yeah. If I get a chance, let's see, Michael.
Yeah, there you go.
Is Greta Garbo in that one or no? Who else is in that?
I got it right here.
You got Lucille Ball.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know, my curiosity is way high right now. I gotta go find mine.
And then
Look at him. He's like, hold on, I'm gonna go look.
Okay. I can always have
Look at
some.
it. Why are we backwards and he's
Right.
not? It's driving me nuts, you guys.
Yeah, this one's got Marilyn Monroe.
What's driving?
You
You
know.
what's
The backwards thing.
Huh?
The what?
What is backwards?
We are.
No, we're not.
Huh?
No, we're not.
No, you guys are right.
Okay. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell by the promo poster behind you.
You know, when you
Hard to find after all.
Yeah, the Kiss logos are fine.
You got it.
Yeah. Let's see.
You found that at an antique store, Royce?
Yes.
How much did
Yeah.
you bet?
You can pull this out, and you know the faces go into the different windows. Yeah.
And yours has Lucille Ball and Marilyn Monroe and all that on there?
This one, I love this one. Red button.
Sure about that.
You
Slide
ready,
it back in.
Charlie?
Slide it back into the record, and then
Okay.
you should be able to see. If it doesn't have it, then you have like the later pressing.
Okay. All right.
It looks like an original pressing.
Yeah. Let's see. Marilyn Monroe.
She would be at the top left, I think. Right, guys? At the top
Yes.
left?
Top left. And red buttons is top right.
Well, you know what? I'm missing something here with this sticker on it. But anyway, they did come on across anyway. You know, I don't see Lucille Ball.
Hold it up to the camera. That way Altini can see it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Lucille Ball is right here. Look.
Oh, no, he's got the,
You have the second one.
yeah, he's got the second person.
So what happened, Royce, is everyone was threatening to sue them
Hmm.
because they didn't get the rights to put their photo on the record, and so they had to change it to your
Yeah, because she's right
your
here.
copy.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
Now hold yours up, Altini, so that way he can see the difference.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I see the difference. Yeah, that's right.
You got
Isn't that
Red,
crazy?
Lucy,
Yeah.
Bessie.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
That thing's clean, too, man.
Who's
That's
this
Mariska
guy?
Hargitay's mom right there.
Where?
I always forget. Jane Manfield.
Oh,
Right there.
No.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that on there.
In the back.
Yeah.
See this
I didn't
bridge?
know it's not on mine.
Royce is like, I don't. I'm not seeing it on mine, guys.
Man, you guys get all the good stuff.
That's
Look
right.
at this guy with the Frankenstein head. Who the fuck is that?
It kind of looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But it's not.
I know that.
It's like,
Put that cookie down.
Put the cookie down.
Wasn't it a Queen song? Put the cookie down. Put
That's
the
what he was
cookie
singing. Yeah.
down.
Tie your mother down.
I love that freaking song. And it's not on the greatest hits.
Now, would you consider Queen a glam band at the beginning?
I would, kind of.
Because I'm getting all jacked up here
think
because
so.
it's like, is it the look? Is it the music? What
I think it's a
You should have
look.
seen the debate. You should have seen him.
Freddie
Poor
Mercury.
Pat was. He was stressing before we came on the show.
I'm like, what is good? I mean, what do you consider glam? Because most of the bands during the '80s had a glamorous look to them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It went from like the Scorpions actually went from like a leather to more colorful outfits, and same with Mötley Crüe. And by the time Theater of Pain
That was
came
glam.
out,
Yeah.
that
Right.
was totally like a glam look.
Yeah.
So
I think glam is more of a look versus a sound because glam doesn't have a sound. I mean, because look at bands like Faster Pussycat who had kind of a raunch to them, but they were very glammy looking. You know what I mean? And then you had bands like
I always thought that they
LA
were
Guns.
called
Sleaze.
Yeah, I thought that was out more on the sleaze
Like
side.
Sleaze Rock,
Sleaze
Yeah.
rock. That'd be L.A.
Okay.
Guns, Faster Pussycat, Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, yeah.
Guns N' Roses kind of ushered that kind of
London Choir Boys.
London
Right.
Choir Boys. Yeah, when you start getting into the 88, 89, those kinds of bands right there.
Yeah.
That were more less technical players, more garage rock kind of punkier sounding. Sure, they had long hair, but they didn't necessarily have big hair. They had long hair and more leathery than necessarily.
Like,
glamming.
would you consider Angel a glam band, or just a rock band with cool outfits?
Rock band with cool outfits.
I kind of would consider them glammy.
I would call them glam rock, in my opinion.
I mean, look at the outfits. They were satin, and, they weren't
Right.
just your everyday kind of garb. You know what I mean?
Well, look at Queen too, and all those. Look at their satin outfits. Look at Rush Fly By Night. If you look on the back, it was all
Yeah, true. Yeah.
kind of satiny looking. That's what I'm saying. So is it more of a look or is it a sound too?
I think it's more of a look, personally.
More of a look. Okay.
I think it's more of a look too. Yeah, because
So anybody with makeup.
like
Not these guys.
like flamboyant.
Yeah, flamboyant.
makeup.
Like Pretty Boy Floyd.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
The perfect example of a glam metal band,
Yeah.
is Pretty Boy Floyd. So
Tell you what, I want to go back a little bit. When Royce was talking about Hanoi Rocks,
Oh yeah,
there
totally.
was a big rivalry between Twisted Sister and
Oh.
Hanoi Rocks.
Really?
And I have a telex. If you guys know what a telex is, or a cable brand,
That's not.
Go ahead, Secrets. Tell us.
Yeah, come on, Zima.
oh,
Uncle Zima, tell us.
a telex.
Was that like right after the telegraph? Or-
It was like a letter that went over a telex machine, right? You would type it, and it would go to another telex machine overseas. That was the quickest way to get a hard copy of something. Okay, not like
So like a fax.
before fax. Okay, fax knocked out the telexes. So I worked in a telex for a company while I was working with Twisted Sister, and and D asked me to send over a thing to Kerrang magazine. Do you remember Kerrang magazine?
of course.
Yes, of course.
Right? And because they said something bad about Twisted Sister, he went off his rocker.
Who did?
D. Snyder with Hanoi Rocks. He called them everything. You fucking pussies. And he wanted all. He
Damn
wanted
it.
He
God.
wanted it published.
Hard to believe that came out of D's mouth.
And
Oh, come on.
Kerrang published it, and it's like, you fucking pussies. You have you loose lips. You want to talk shit. Blah blah blah. Well, we're coming to England next month, and we want to meet you in Trafalgar Square to kick your fucking ass. Okay,
So they were calling them out, so to speak.
calling them out big
calling
time.
them out.
So what happened
Meet
was
me at the Polar Queen.
we all went to Trafalgar Square. I mean, the press was there and everybody waiting for Hanoi Rocks to show up because D was going to punch whoever the singer was. Punch him.
Michael Monroe.
Michael
Is that
Monroe
right?
gonna punch him
Yeah.
right in the fucking mouth, and then Mendoza was going to take over.
Damn.
They never showed up, and
Oh,
later, a few
Well,
weeks.
not when you got a guy the size of Mendoza. Who's going to show up to that?
I know, right?
So, well, after that, they really they did a public apology.
That'd be like talking crap to Jason there,
Yeah.
which has been done stupidly. Anyway,
So they,
Oh well.
They did a public apology. There was a big misunderstanding, and they didn't want D to be mad at them. And
how'd it go, Mikey?
yeah, so the D called.
Mikey makes that face when he doesn't get his warm milk before bed.
You make that face when they don't wipe your diaper, you fuck.
Whoa!
Hey, I wear Depends.
Yeah, get it right. And they're made of rubber, fucko, so get it right.
Oh, wipe me.
okay, so
I soiled
Danny,
myself.
Danny Bog just asked a good question.
What's
What do you
that?
say?
The
Prince.
Bogster.
Prince,
Prince?
Glam?
Is Prince glam?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Sure.
No.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Glam.
Yes.
You can't. I was gonna say you can't get more glam than that.
You
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Not in my opinion.
but the look.
Well,
you
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
I would call that.
Let me ask you this: would Sound Barrier be glam? Because they were wearing some makeup.
I don't know.
So we agree, glam.
Yes, I
I
agree
think
that.
he's a little bit on the glamorous side. Sure.
Not me.
Yeah.
No?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Jason,
he wore a ton of
really?
makeup.
Mm-mm.
No.
So
Really?
how many? Yes, they're glam. I'll say, or not. Yes, they're glam, but I mean Prince, right?
I would say yes.
I would say the look has to be glam.
The look, yeah.
I mean, he had the high
He was
heels. He had-
definitely flamboyant to a certain extent.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
it.
Not like Altini flamboyant, but he was.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Nobody's that flamboyant. Another question from our viewers, chatters is Duran Duran glam?
I
think they probably
I think
went through a glam
they
period.
went through a glam
sure.
phase, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because those guys weren't makeup. They were.
Yeah,
Like-
but they were like pretty boys. Like,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
would
Like,
think more suits and shit.
Those guys, right? Those guys were a new wave band, and the new wave look
Was a
is,
little
is
glamorous.
but it's not. But glam is
like
distinct.
conservative glam, right, Jason?
I think it's different. It's
Conservative
different.
glam, yeah.
Like Flock of Seagulls, they were clean cut, but they had the heavy makeup. You know.
I don't know, man. I would say this new wave had nothing to do with glam.
What about Gary
agree.
Newman? Would you
New
consider
wave had nothing to do with glam.
Would you consider Gary Newman on the glam side?
Yes. Look wise, yes, I do.
When you see this-
But then again, like you got bands like Kajal Gugu, same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looked a little glamorous, right?
See, this
Yeah.
is where we start getting into semantics, because I think,
Yeah.
although I think that glam is a look, I also feel like there is a sound associated with
I agree with you, Jason, 100%.
music. So I think when you start talking about new wave bands, there is a sound, there is a style,
Hmm.
Right.
and it's very, I mean, it borders on glam, but I just think it's a thing separate from glam.
Boy
Yeah.
George?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
I think the
Boy George glam?
the big hair glam of the
Wasn't new
80s.
wave.
So say it again.
Boy George wasn't new wave. He was.
No. We're talking about a look.
No, he was,
He was pop.
he was pop. They,
Yeah.
they were a pop band.
He carried the glam look all the way into heavy metal. You know?
Of course.
Well,
we
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
We were just talking about
Yeah,
that.
we were having this whole debate like 2 hours before we got on the show.
Because I said, look, if you look at the band Loudness, okay, 1986 Hurricane Eyes,
Great album.
no, 87, 88, I think.
Thunder in the East.
This was 2 albums after that.
Okay.
Their outfits started getting really colorful and bright and sparkly, and the shoulder pads went out a little bit, instead of like a regular like a leather shirt, or you know what I mean. So the look got a little more glamorous, So I was like, well, do I show that or what? Because
Okay. Pat, I got a question for you then, because you talk about the shoulder. Now, kind of follow this with the shoulder paddy kind of look. Where would you put Raven?
Metal band.
Raven is definitely metal,
Heavy metal band.
Yeah,
But would you put them on any kind of glam? No.
I wouldn't.
I think they got to a glamorous vibe at one point, but they didn't. They weren't. All, that was pure hard rock, heavy metal.
I think you've got to give some credence to the style of music. Royce has a Guns N' Roses shirt on. Would you ever call Guns N' Roses glam?
I personally wouldn't. Maybe on the first video.
Uh-huh.
Glam,
Uh-huh. And then look at them in the clubs before the first album come out, and they looked like every other glam band out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So they are not a glam band.
Right. You're right. So you got a point there. Yeah.
I'm gonna see who agrees with this. I'm going to say Alice Cooper was early 70s glam.
And there's an argument to be made for Kiss as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look at Kiss's very first.
I even thought about unboxing the Kiss's greatest hits because of
Right.
that.
Well, it fits. I mean, it fits.
Hey, wait,
Well, if you look at Kiss's very first promo photo, they were very glammy looking, and this was before they had full on makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that stopped me, Michael, was Kiss. Kiss is entitled to its own show.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
And if it had, and that's what I thought. This album would, obviously.
I mean, look, Ozzy Osbourne, Stryper, all those bands went through a glamorous period.
86, Ultimate Sin, Ozzy Osbourne, they were all wearing makeup.
Yeah, he had the Helen Roper outfit on,
But
Wait, but Gloria wants to know, Tears for Fears glam?
New wave.
No. That's more new wave.
New wave, yeah.
Now Scott Harris thinks Kiss is more glitter.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely.
But I think there's a
fine line.
There's a good mixture
in there. Yeah.
They were definitely glammy in 86, Asylum era. We all know.
Well, sure. Once we get to 86, everybody was glam, including Ozzy, including Bon Jovi, all of them.
RATT.
Except for maybe AC/DC.
Not Motorhead.
And not Motorhead.
No. Okay, another statements from the chat. Scott is saying glam metal is not the same as glam rock.
Well, that's true.
Duran has more in common with real glam than Mötley Crüe.
That's true. Glam metal is not glam rock, but glam rock gave birth to glam metal because those bands.
That's the thing. There was a lot of morphing.
Right.
Absolutely.
They took the glam with them into, like you said, glam rock, even glam metal, or just metal, period. But the glam kind of
70s to the 80s.
Well, hey guys, look at this. Pantera. We all know they started out as a
absolutely.
Glam.
Oh yeah. Their first
they went
albums were glam.
Total reverse.
Totally.
Yeah.
Alice in Chains in 1987 was a glam rock band.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. That's wild.
Very interesting.
I was just thinking about that.
I'll be right back.
But yeah, Scott is right. Glam rock and glam metal are not the same thing, but one gave birth to the other, and one is certainly glam metal doesn't exist without David Bowie and those kinds of bands.
And I think he
T-Rex.
I think he could squeeze
T-Rex,
big hair rock in between those two.
Well, I think
the hair and the outfits and all that just comes naturally. It's just it's a thing.
Yeah, most
if you look at Led Zeppelin, okay, each guy had a mane full of hair. Would you call them a hair band?
I would not.
Okay, look at Angel. Their hair was perfect. Every single guy, and it was huge.
Punky Meadows had the coolest hair.
Now, I don't think you can call anybody in the 70s hair metal, because hair metal was a term that was coined in 1996
when it got big,
as
right?
a disparaging. No, it got coined in no band in the 80s was ever called a hair band ever in the 80s.
Correct.
The term was not coined until 1996 as a disparaging remark towards the bands with big hair and spandex that grew out of glam metal. So Poison, by the third album, has no big hair anymore. They have long hair. They're wearing leather and all of this stuff. So Poison becomes just a hair band or a hard rock band.
Same with Cinderella. They did that same transformation.
Same with all of them. Same with every single one of them. Every one of those bands. Slaughter often gets called a hair band.
I never thought of them as that.
But they often get called a hair band. They came out in 1990 and never had teased hair and never wore makeup.
Right.
Right.
So, flamboyant makeup. So, I think your glam metal bands are essentially the same thing, the same bands as your hair bands. It's just how the terms were coined over the years. Glam metal is what those bands were called in the 80s, in magazines.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hair band. That term wasn't coined until 1996.
I never liked that. To me, it was all just rock and roll. To me,
that too.
Yeah, that's right. That's. I felt the same way. Rock and roll.
That's when everyone started to like.
Does anybody else remember this? I was watching 80s, watching an award show, and Poison was doing a song, and C. Seville, the guitar
I already know where you're going.
So freaking drunk.
Yeah.
That
it was on the music awards.
Bret Michaels yelled at him in the middle of the song, "Come on, Cease!"
Yeah.
Is that what you were thinking?
No, they got into a fist fight. That
was right after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand.
Scott Harris, you wouldn't say Skid Row is a hair band? Sure, Skid Row was thrown into the hair band thing in on the first album. By Slave to the Grind, they were heavier than any of those bands then.
Yeah,
but
I
the
like
point is,
that record was heavy.
But the point is, none of those bands were called hair bands until 1996.
I wouldn't call Skid Row a hair band.
Oh, I mean, on the first album? Oh God, yes.
Well,
You would?
No, they're just like a hard rock band.
All right. Go look at some posters.
Okay.
Go look at some posters.
Yeah, Scott over here is saying, "I hate."
No, you're right, Jason. Slave to the Grind. They basically were like, "You're not going to label us."
Right.
That was their like a proclamation record. You're not going to label us.
That's right. And they got even heavier on
the third record.
on Subhuman Race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Eddie Bonds, the Beatles, the hair band.
No,
well,
but they started out a boy band.
Yeah, in their time, I guess.
Yeah, in their time.
In their time, they actually had longer hair than most guys. So, I don't know.
That's funny. That's a good question.
You know, I love that Beatles album. It's one of my favorites. It's the 2-album set. I think it's 66 through 70 or something like that.
The red one or the blue one?
Blue one.
Yeah.
The blue one. And it shows a picture of what was once considered long hair, you know.
Then really long hair.
It was like nothing. And then you turn it around and look at 1970. It was just, the difference was insane.
Yeah. Huh. Pat,
Yeah,
you got what was I going to say? We were talking about this the other day, and because there is, like Jason and I, we all kind of agree along the same lines. There's a fine line between hair metal or glam rock, and then again, to me, it's all just rock and roll. Like the Stones, New York Dolls, early Kiss, everything. To me, it's just rock and roll. Alice Cooper, and like we all know, it progressed and all that. But to me, it always still stayed rock and roll. But I don't. I agree with Scott. I saw his comment. He said I don't like categories. I don't either. But
even though every post he's made is categorizing every fucking band he's talking about. I don't like categories. Skid Row is definitely hair metal, and Led Zeppelin is definitely not hair metal. Mötley Crüe is glitter rock, but he hates categories.
We might have to ask him to explain that later.
yeah.
Well, anyway,
God.
Jason, you got any records you want to show us?
Go ahead, Jason will go first.
Well, I'm going to go with the epitome of glam metal in the 80s and show a couple of different versions of. Well, there's no arguing that these ladies are definitely glam. There's no arguing. You can say what you want. So, but musically, this record is. I mean, it's almost punk. I mean, it's 3-chord. You know, you take "Talk Dirty to Me" out of the picture, and you listen to "Number One Bad Boy" and "Blame It on You."
Bad Boy.
Oh man, just want some, need some. Great 3-chord rock. But this is my original pressing. Signed by Brett and Ricky. I need to get Bobby and CC on it.
That's cool.
And
Bobby's a dick.
Yeah, Bobby is a dick. Sorry, Bobby.
No, he is. Straight up.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
a dick.
mint, capital label. Pretty nice stuff. And this one had a pretty cool little insert that had, the lyrics and all that stuff on it. So, and then
I like Poison.
Oh, I love Poison.
Yeah.
And then the original cover of "Open Up and Say Ah," also sung by Brett and Ricky. Nice glossy cover. Absolutely glam.
Yeah.
Absolutely glam.
Yeah.
As glam as they get. It's had a cool little inner sleeve with lots of little photos of the band and stuff.
That's cool.
And,
nice too. I love those thick sleeves.
Jason, you know what always amazed me about that record is why they recalled the cover of that, of all things.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
No. Listen. I mean, listen to this. They said it was because of the tongue, right? But yet on Hotter Than Hell, Gene's got his tongue out. I mean, so where do you?
Well, you know why it was. You know, it was recalled, right? You know, who made them? The reason why it was recalled.
No, I don't.
Walmart would not carry it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that now. You're right.
Carry it, and Walmart was like the number 1 or 2 retailer of records in the United States.
Yeah, so they censored it with the eyes, right?
They actually didn't recall it. They just put out a censored version with the eyes. Yeah. And that's the version that Walmart got.
Black bars on the top and
right,
the
it's black barred, and they censored the
well,
eyes.
same with what Bon Jovi was it? Slippery When Wet. They did the same thing.
Yeah. So I did want to show this one. This is a Capitol reissue that's done very well of Open Up and Say Ah, and I think I was trying to remember when this one came out. This is a 2018, and they replicated the sleeve, but it's a really nice translucent green. There we go. So
how's it sound?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Is it 180?
It's 180. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Yeah, how's it sound, Pat?
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
You're right there.
I have that's really the ones I brought. I actually have some Friday music versions, but they're kind of doing piss poor. I actually have never opened these, so I was curious if they're colored vinyl or not.
Yeah, Pat and I were talking about that earlier. He was showing me some comparisons of
their vinyl is great, but their art department needs to be
terrible.
Blotchy.
Well, someone needs to talk to them.
Right.
The colorization is off.
Way off. Look, if you put these two together.
Oh yeah, if you look at this original. Whoa. I don't know if you can tell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Look at how much darker the Friday music one is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's vastly and it's very. This is
even look
right.
Jason, is the logo bigger on that?
Yes. The logo is a different size.
I thought that. It looks like it.
So Friday Music made this a gatefold.
Okay.
And put what was on the inner sleeve on the inside of the gatefold, and it's only a single LP. I think this one's black. Yeah, this one's black vinyl. But but that's what I had. Poison, Ultimate Glam Metal Band.
Yeah, Poison was good.
Pat's turn.
Okay. Well, I don't know where to start here, and I'm sorry, Michael, I
got plenty to choose from, brother. Go ahead.
If I have something that possibly we can't, again, is this glam?
Ah.
I mean, if you look on the back, look at the guys. I mean,
Wow, those are old signatures too.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
hold that up. Wow.
This is a this is a Royce. What happened was Mötley Crüe did an independent record on their own.
Okay.
And the label on the inside says Leather Records.
I was going to say that looks like the Leather Records.
So we refer this to the Leather Records version versus the Elektra version that came out once they got signed. They went in and remastered it and all kinds of stuff, and so this version sounds vastly different than the Elektra
vastly different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even the logo placement on the cover.
What was the name of that one?
Too Fast for Love.
It's the first Mötley Crüe album.
Too Fast for Love. Yeah.
So this is Too Fast for Love on Leather Records. This is the third. This is the third generation.
Third generation. Yeah. There are 3 generations. The first one, if you can find one.
Okay.
What do those go for these days?
About $1,500.
About $1,500.
I was going to say $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough.
You can't.
Wow.
This is probably what, an $800 record without your signatures.
Without the SIGs, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably an $800 record.
So I'll show you what the label.
Where do you keep that at, Pat?
Oh, he's got another one signed right up here on the wall.
Well, just rub that in.
That's a Canadian white label.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't have a single signed album.
There's
about a year ago I saw an Easy Rider signed by Peter Fonda. It was like $1,100 for sale.
So nice.
And
So this is the third generation.
Wow.
It has a black label on
Dude,
it.
that's clean.
The first and
Wow.
the first and second generation has a white label with a black logo on it.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, Pat, I'll trade you that foil destroyer poster for that.
Sounds like a great trade to me.
Oh, weren't you trading me that for those 2 Mylars I just brought you?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. Thanks. I'll take it.
What? Hang on.
Hey,
So-
guys, we got Adam D here in the chat saying hi to Mikey.
What's up, Adam?
Hi
What's
to
up,
Pat.
Adam?
And I know that there's something
Hi to
different.
Michael Bay and yeah.
I know there's something different with the insert. So this is what they kind of really look like. So they did kind of look a little glammy here, you know?
Yeah,
A lot
definitely.
of clapping.
I have that poster, Pat, somewhere. I do.
That's a very nice promo poster if you have it.
No, I do. I got to find it. I do have it, though.
Is it wadded up in the corner over there?
No, it's actually rolled up somewhere in my storage, but I do have it.
Is it stuck together or the page is stuck together?
Oh, Vince!
You're a dick.
So then fast forward to
Hey, I can never be in a hairband.
fast forward, to their what is this? Their fourth record?
Third.
Third record? Third record.
Third, yes.
Okay. Yeah, third record.
Hmm.
Theater of Pain. I'll show you what
Yeah.
it looks like.
Entertainment or death.
Yeah. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside here.
What is
I
not
actually-
showing you?
I actually liked that record. I know a lot of people don't like City Boy Blues. I kind of dug that song.
I love that record.
I like it.
Everybody hates it.
I actually like it.
I think it's a great record.
Yeah.
What he's not showing you is the full
Louder Than Hell.
Shout at the devil on the back.
What?
Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
Jason's referring to my flat, my
killing me,
Shadow
son.
Flat. Okay.
Wow.
But okay, so let's take a look at the back here.
Oh yeah,
Full glammed out there.
full glam.
Yeah.
You know. I'm pretty
Did
sure
you guys catch the See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil reference on that?
Oh yeah.
A lot of people didn't catch that.
When you look at the the outfits there.
That's such a cool photo, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Wasn't this when? Do y'all remember this? Wasn't this when Matthew Tripp supposedly replaced Nikki Sixx?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember that?
yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys remember the series of posters they did for that whole thing with the gangster cars and all that?
Sure.
Those are cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool
You know,
shit.
the first time Twisted Sister played out in California, playing in a club, and Mötley Crüe came down, and they all stood in the back just like this.
Really?
This particular version has the order form in it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
You
Oh.
can get all your Mötley swag there.
The Sin Club. Remember that?
The Sin Club, yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Alistair Fiend and the Sin Club.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I didn't know
there
I
that.
we-
love it.
I saw that tour and Y&T opened for him. It was a good show.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, what was cool about it is the same night that the Mötley Crüe show was in Houston, the school was having the homecoming, and they actually put on the school paper to CRUE or not to CRUE, because half of the school was going to see Mötley Crüe, and the other half were actually going to homecoming. It was that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool,
Now,
man.
if you really want to talk about a glammy look, these guys definitely
Oh,
had
yeah.
a glam look
Oh.
to themselves on the first record. I don't know if you can see that at all.
A little Indian angel.
Was that Walmart, Pat?
No, this is a
Oh,
band
no.
called Enough's Enough. This is not Sam
I was
Walden.
just wondering. You didn't buy it at Walmart. Okay.
No, that's original.
No, this is original. Here, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
they
This
have
is-
some.
This is what 1989,
89,
Oh,
right?
wow.
No, 87, 88.
89.
I thought it was
89.
89. Yeah.
It is 89.
Yeah, so this is 1989. Full, really, they. If you saw the videos, they were wearing a lot of makeup, the sunglasses, the full colored outfits, and if you're a fan of the Beatles,
Yes.
Royce, and if you're not sure what these guys sound like, they're very Beatle-esque, very,
Yes.
very kind of like good harmonies and stuff like that.
And what's
I didn't
cool
know that.
though, like Pat said, I mean, I personally feel those guys never, by the mass majority,
They never got their due. Yeah,
they never got their due because they were great musicians. You know,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
but a
Okay.
lot of people didn't get past the look, so they didn't really give them a chance. You know,
Sure.
the vast majority didn't give them a chance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
great
But,
musicianship, man.
I thought for sure Vic Fox was a woman on the first song.
Yeah.
For
Great
sure.
drummer though.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's an inner sleeve on this particular version.
Hey, did they ever re-release that like on a neon green vinyl? That would have been cool.
Yes,
Or did they?
they did, yeah.
Okay, that makes
Friday
sense.
Friday Music
Okay.
did 2 colors of it.
No, this is just a plain.
Pat has them. Do you?
Yeah, it's right there if you want to look.
I'll grab them, or
Cool.
at least one of them. So.
Yeah. And again, Friday Music did a good job on the record, not so much on the cover, because I'll show you the two versions here. So Jason, hold up the Friday Music one.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me get it. Oh, on the plastic.
Yeah, can you see?
Look at the difference
Oh
in the
wow,
colors.
huge difference.
See how vibrant the original is, and how
Yeah.
just
It lost the luster on the green of the second one.
Yeah, it did. They do a great job on the vinyl, but man, they just dropped the ball on the covers.
I don't know what it is.
You know.
So this is the green from Friday Music, which
Yeah.
they do a really beautiful job.
That looks
yeah.
cool. That does
Yeah.
look good.
That is really cool.
Great label.
So this is a
Yeah.
reissue, Royce.
Yeah. That just came out late
Okay.
last year or
Yeah.
early this year?
Yeah.
Late last year?
Yeah. No, this year.
It was this year.
Yeah, this
and
year.
there's a purple one of this too,
Yes,
right?
there is a
there's
purple
a green
and a
and a
green.
purple.
Okay, that makes sense.
I have to admit, I've been seeing them out there, but I couldn't identify with any of their songs. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So look them up. Look 'em up. If you like the Beatles, chances are you're really going to love these guys.
Guarantee
'cause
it.
Oh
they're,
yeah.
they're just really, really good.
That's what I'll do.
Very,
I'll go-
very poppy. It's not over hard rock. You know, it's not more of a metal sound, but it is. You know, loud
Even-
distorted guitars and just great
I
harmony.
mean, there's a reason why the cover has a peace sign on it.
Yeah. But even look up Donnie's his little solo thing where he did
Oh, yeah.
Instant Karma.
Oh
I
gosh.
mean, he did an amazing job on that.
Oh
man.
gosh, he did a video for Instant Karma, and
Yeah.
you know, you want to talk about someone sounding like John Lennon. This singer really does sound a lot like John Lennon.
Yeah. You could definitely hear the Beatles' influence in their stuff,
And-
just songwriting too, not just the music, but
Oh sure, sure,
lyrically.
sure. You know, they did a lot of records, and I love them all. You know,
Yeah.
they're really good stuff. Okay, moving on from Enough's Enough to what you talked about earlier, Cinderella. You know, this is their first record. They had a
Yes.
very glammy look to them. I wouldn't consider the music as glammy.
Mm-mm.
You know, it's not a Pretty Boy Floyd / Mötley Crüe kind of sounding
No.
first record. You know,
It's more bluesy,
more bluesy, a
Mhm.
little on the hard rock on sometimes.
especially on the first album, Hard Rock.
But
Yeah.
you know, look at the outfits. I mean, that's full on glamorous look to that.
And 1986 too. Is that when this
Oh
came out?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Well,
the
like-
perfect year.
You know, Jason, like you were talking about the music, like when I first heard Once Around the Ride on that album, I was like, wow, man, that's pretty hard rock, you know, because we
Yeah.
all saw the videos for Shake Me and all that, but when you got to hear the whole album,
Well,
to me, some of the songs on the album are better than what they put out as the singles.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, Night Songs. The song itself is a heavy.
That's
it's
a
more
badass
like a
song.
like a Zeppelin kind of
very,
Yeah.
very. Yeah.
It's got a When the Levee
Moody
Breaks
too.
kind of a
Yes,
kind of
very
vibe to
much.
it.
very
Yeah.
moody kind
And then
of.
they went totally
Yeah.
blues.
yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But by the time Still Climbing came, they were
they
just
were
like,
really
Well, Long Cold Winter was a pretty bluesy album.
True blues album, but the Heartbreak Station was all blues,
Yeah.
and then Still Climbing. Yeah. So anyway,
Altini, did we lose you already?
No, Woody, I just want to say one thing. Daddy Boggs, we're not fucking talking about Sam Cooke. Right? Fuck him. Fuck Sam Cooke. Fuck him. All right?
Damn.
Now we're going back to our show.
Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yes.
last one.
Last one for me. I guess you can say that this band is pretty glamorous.
Yeah.
You know, Royce, this is Vixen. This is an all-girl
Okay.
rock
Okay.
band, and
They
you
were
can't-
good. They were
Can't
good.
get more makeup than
That's
that.
There you go.
Well, because Roxy, now she was in Madam X, correct? Right?
She sure was.
Correct.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I first heard them, I thought, wow. I mean, look, and I'm not saying this because everybody's going to say, oh, well, for a girl, she was a great drummer. No, she was a great drummer, period. So, but when you hear, like, I liked Madam X, they were a little, obviously, heavier than Vixen. But
Vixen, yeah.
But that's a great band.
Vixen's second record is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
You know? And that's actually really hard to find on vinyl.
Yeah.
But, yeah, here they are. This is their debut record. Was this 89? No.
87.
87?
Now, wasn't it the guitarist that died? Didn't she die?
Yes, the original guitarist died.
Yeah.
What, about 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, something like that. Cancer, I think, right?
Yeah, sad, man.
Was it
Altini? Am I mistaken?
Jan Lindmuller. What's her name?
What?
Yeah, it was the Jan with the weird last name.
Or is that the band you were the groupie for?
Oh, God.
Yeah. How come you didn't work for these girls?
Yeah.
You got the wrong band.
Rabbit, dog pile on the rabbit. Holy shit, man.
I mean, this would have been a much easier gig for you, right?
But much easier. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what do you think White Lion? Where do they come
Oh, love White Lion.
Again,
we were just talking about them today.
Just talking about them today, yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, you can hop over to The Wizard's Lair because we just got the White Lion's big game on white vinyl.
That was a good segue.
Yeah. So
and
it's right there.
Segue.
Jason wants to show
Pat,
it.
Pat, at some point, tell us a little bit more about the Wizard's Lair.
Okay, so this speaking of White Lion, okay, this is when they were kind of tamed down a little bit, not so glammy looking. Okay,
Yeah, flip around.
This is 1989. Okay,
That is a great record. I love that record.
You know,
It is a great record.
Listening, I was on the phone earlier with Michael, and I had this playing on the background, and I said, "Oh my goodness, this particular company is called Music on Vinyl. This is a re-release. Music on Vinyl released it, and this is actually on white vinyl, and they are numbered. I don't know if you can see that, but it's somewhere right around here. It's like."
Oh yeah, I see it.
808, 809 or something like that.
Yeah, Music of Vinyl is a label out of the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And they license all kinds of different things, and they've gotten into a ton of 80s metal kind of records as well. They've released Winger and
But they do quality releases though, right?
Oh my God.
They're the best.
Now to me,
blow Friday music away.
Yeah, look, Friday Music does a great job on their records, but these guys take it up a notch to audiophile kind of records.
And they're completely self-contained.
And
they press all their records. They do all of their artwork in house.
I love that white.
So Royce, and Altini, this is on white vinyl, 180 gram. Very limited.
It sort of looks like an Atlantic logo.
It is the Atlantic logo, yes.
Yeah, they use the same.
That white is really pretty.
Now, Vito comes from Staten Island.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Vito, man.
He was a friend of mine.
Do you know what he's doing now, Mike?
Nothing.
Not a thing.
God, what a waste, man! Wow.
Look, he got so disgusted. Him and Mike Trash was his guy's name?
Tramp.
Oh, Tramp.
Mike Trash.
Mike Trash. That's the same guy with what was it?
Cloverdale.
Yeah, Cloverdale. Cloverdale.
They were fighting over money all the effing time. All the time. They couldn't agree on nothing. I'm surprised that they agreed to this re-release.
That's so odd that bands would fight over money. I don't.
Here's the thing, though, Mike, Altini. When it comes to re-releases, the band has nothing to do with this.
It's
true.
This is all licensed product at this point. So the company Music on Vinyl licenses out this particular record, and they do their own version of it.
Yeah. It's the same thing that my record label does.
Yeah, same thing as Jason's.
So does Vito get any money out of this?
He'll get
He'll get a performer's royalty.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll get a
Jason, where's my box set, man?
I'm going to ask you to ask Dana to get me the audio. So,
my God, if I gotta wait another month, I'm just playing.
You can wait until at least December.
I know. Wait a minute. What box set are you speaking of?
Oh yeah, I'm releasing a Slaughter box set on my label.
What label is that?
Yeah, it's
Jason?
justmywaxrecords.com. You can get the Fear No Evil for the first time on vinyl, their third album released in 1995. All 25 of you that are watching, head there now, buy a copy. The box set is almost sold out. We have 60, how many, Pat? 62?
62, 63.
63
That's it?
copies left.
That's it left out of 500?
Out of 500.
Wow.
It's pretty pricey. If you don't want to pay the price for the big box set, which has the bonus demos record and the signatures and the golden ticket and the 48-page book, you can go buy a $40 double LP
Red vinyl, right?
standard red vinyl, standard edition.
That's still a great price, though, for double vinyl, double colored vinyl.
Half-speed master.
Half-speed mastered, 45 RPM.
Yeah,
Half-speed master.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Taken directly from the band's masters.
Yeah, I love that.
And where do you find that again, Jason?
At www.kissmywaxrecords.com.
Nice.
I'm writing that down.
This guy
Write it down, Royce.
This guy acts like he knows what he's doing, huh?
I know, right? He's almost professional.
It'll be our what is it? It's our fourth release. We've done 3 Ace records. 3 Ace Frehley records. Slaughter. This will be our first Slaughter record. We also have licenses for 3 more Slaughter records, and I just got the contracts for 2 Warrant records today, yesterday.
Cool.
No kidding.
So, yeah.
And again, so going
colored vinyl. I'm sorry.
Well, it depends. It depends. Oh, okay. Like on the Slaughter, the definitive edition box set, we're calling the audiophile version, and when audiophile is brought into the conversation, most of those snobby kind of collectors, which I am, want black vinyl. Yeah. So the box set is black vinyl. The standard version of the Slaughter, which is just the record, none of the other bonus stuff, is colored vinyl. So if you want a colored vinyl version and the box set, you have to buy both. I went to the Gene Simmons School of Marketing. Thank you.
You a smart man.
There you go. There you go.
So when we do the warrants, we're doing 2 warrant records.
Can you say which titles they are yet?
Oh yeah. It's the CMC International stuff. So Ultraphobic and Belly to Belly.
That's cool.
And they've never been released on vinyl before.
Mike?
They'll be colored vinyl.
Hang on, Mike. Mikey had something smart ass to say. What, Mike?
That would be me and you, belly to belly.
Belly to belly.
Or if Valtini walks up to one of those full-length mirrors, it's belly to belly.
His comes with a scratch and sniff sticker. That he's like,
smelly to smelly.
Smelly to smelly. Damn. I walked into that one, didn't I?
You sure did, yeah.
So it looks like Jason's going to have a bunch of colored vinyl there, Royce. So,
the warrants will be colored.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, the warrants will be colored, and every one of the Slaughters will be the same. We'll do a box set limited to 500, and then we'll do another 1,500 standards in colored vinyl.
No, are any of these signed? I think I have a signed one I bought from you, Pat.
That's a Mark Slaughter solo album, which is still available.
Right.
Signed
Where at, Pat?
That would be over at thewizardslair.com with 2 E's.
That's right.
The Wizard's Lair. The Wizard's Lair.
How did this show turn into a
Romco commercial?
I know.
And if you act now.
I got the pocket fisherman at MikeLTD.com.
I think we just got in stock that Ronco record cleaner.
It's a washcloth and water.
I need one.
Actually, you know what? If anybody has one of those, I would love to see it today because I had one, and to me, it was very, very nice. It was ahead of its time. For such a cheap, well, I don't know if it was that cheap back then. I don't know if it was like $9 or $10, but it worked very well at that particular time because I had one, and I loved it. It was basically a machine, and you kind of put your solution on the brushes. You put the brushes in the machine. You put your record in the machine, and it would rotate it.
Is that after you put on your high karate, Mr.
No, that was my canoe. After I put on canoe.
And then he switched over to Old Bastard when he got older, so then he liked that one better.
Oh,
Hi, correct.
Old sour spice.
Now he's wearing musty bitch.
McVeigh, are you going to show us some records?
I am.
Okay.
Okay, so. Ta-da.
Something
Well-
good. Mm-hmm. Tell me.
Pat touched on that one, so I'm going to put that to the side.
You bought it.
And I'm surprised this didn't get brought up. I love this record. I love this band. And this is one of my favorite records from this band. And it's Invasion of Your Privacy from RATT.
Oh.
And what I like about this pressing is that, it's on white vinyl. Now here's a funny story about this. Those of you know that were familiar with Hastings Records, when they were going out of business, Pat, I think you capitalized on this. They marked these down to what, like $5?
They
Or
were
was it less?
$9. They were
$9?
$9. Yeah.
What are they worth
I mean,
now?
oh, geez, now that's a $150 record.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
so
which, by the way, sir, you gonna clue us in on when you got that and where you got it? Because last time we were talking, you still needed one.
I wonder where he got it, Johnny.
I obtained this, and I'm a name drop. Eric Mormon, if you're watching, thank you, buddy.
Oh, there you go.
I was at my friend's house, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I went to, we got talking about RATT," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I went and bought a shitload of those white vinyls," and I went, and I said, "Well, what would it take to get one of those off your hand?" Now, Eric's the kind of guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got that," and then, but when you show interest in it, oh well, what are you gonna give me for it?
That's when his eyes become dollar signs. Cha-ching.
Love you, Eric, but you're a shyster. No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. He really is. He's just he's a tough trader. When I go to trade records with him, boy, you better bring some shit because anyway. Okay, so
Well, I'm glad to see you got it because it's a beautiful copy and it sounds fantastic.
yeah, it's a great record. So go ahead.
Brittle?
It's not. It doesn't say unbreakable on it, so
It's not brittle either.
no,
Is that brittle?
it's not on brittle vinyl.
Does that feel a little brittle to you?
Yeah, it feels a little brittle.
Now here's a band that is in that same era that we were talking about, and I absolutely love this band. They only made 2 records. I wish they would have kept the lineup from the first record, but shit happens. This is our buddy Eric, and this is the Badlands album.
Okay.
Now, you're considering that glam?
No, I said this is in the era that we were talking about because we talked about hair metal, whatever. To me, it's still rock and roll. I always just call it rock and roll. But you guys got to admit, this was a phenomenal fucking record.
Of course.
I mean,
But that's a
badass.
different show.
That's a different show.
Okay, well, it was in my pick. Now,
Is Sam Cooke next?
no. But,
On the dock of the bay.
hey, baby.
Now, hold on a second here. Would you consider Little Richard glam?
Oh,
Yes.
I call him flamboyant.
flamboyant for sure.
I would call him a sword swallower.
Ba-ba.
All
I would
All
say
right.
he belonged in a circus.
What do we have there?
We have Enough's Enough.
Oh, there you
The
go.
greatest hits.
Oh,
and
I
what's
believe
cool-
that's on colored vinyl too, right?
It is.
Yeah, I
And
don't
like
have
this. Check out the vinyl on this. It sure is.
Need that.
I know.
Boom, boom. Look how badass this is.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
It's
like
clear.
It's
clear
got
with
a
black
clear
and
base, and it's kind
yeah.
of a starburst pattern.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
sweet.
black and neon green splatter. It's hard to. It doesn't pick up well on camera, but in person it looks great, man.
Yeah.
So when they say greatest hits on that, Michael, what songs are on that?
Well, that's funny you
How far
ask.
does it go?
It goes up to. Well, okay. Here's the track list. A New Thing, which obviously that's going to be on there. Fly,
Okay.
Michelle, obviously.
Can't believe they
Babe-
included that.
I know, right? Baby Loves You, Mother's Eyes, which is great. Wheels, One Step Closer, There Goes My Heart. Taking a Ride, Everything Works If You Let It. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Time to Let You Go.
It's great.
Pretty good track
when did
listing.
that come
But
out? When did
this
that
came
come
out in let me see.
So
2019.
once again, there's your
Wow.
Enough's Enough right there. You know again, if you love the Beatles, check them out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got to check them out, man. They're a great,
yeah,
great band. Yeah,
even
absolutely.
even all the people that hate quote unquote hair bands like Enough's Enough.
Oh,
They're just
yeah.
a totally different kind of band. So
gosh.
They really kind of had their own vibe.
They really
even
did.
yeah. It's like you could definitely hear the Cheap Trick and Beatles in them,
sure.
Oh, absolutely.
but they still had their own vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's hard to not include both of these albums from this band.
Yeah, baby. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Love this album. Wait, where we at? Backwards. This
Yeah, there you go.
that one. There we go. Yeah. Little Dove is a badass song.
Oh, Little Dove is great.
Wake Me When It's Over. This whole record's great. House
That's
of
a
Pain,
great
of course, was the hit off of this one. Slip of the Tongue,
Yeah.
great song. Arizona Indian Doll, Tattoo, Crying Shame was badass. Ain't no way around it. I mean, and Jason, you said it. Where there's a whip, there's a way. That's just a great track.
That's my favorite Faster Pussycat song.
Yeah, the cover even looks cool.
So again, is this really glam or is this more sleaze?
Well, I think they were moving. I would call those guys a sleaze band.
They were more glammy here, and then on this record, they kind of got more of the laid back look.
Leather, straight, long hair kind of stuff.
Sure.
And now Tammy is just a Marilyn Manson clone.
Yeah, because I remember seeing them.
Yeah, I saw them when they were like all black lipstick and
Yeah,
like,
they
they
were
were
all
wearing the
knocked out
Nazi
a little
armbands and all the whole.
Christian is their guitar player or something, and he's a big, tall, skinny guy, and he's always wearing Nazi armbands and stuff. I booked an in-store with him in 2001 or 2 or something like that. Drove them all around Nashville, but
That would have been around the time I saw that. They were touring with
right.
L.A.GUNS.
that's right. I did a double in-store with L.A.GUNS and Faster Pussycat. Yeah, so
Because I.
Around in your car when he had Nazi armbands on?
yes.
Wow. Did
Oh,
you
wow.
get fucking killed?
Yeah, I took him downtown to Nashville to Dangerous Threads to shop, and and then took him to the venue afterwards after they did our in store.
Wow.
And how can you guys not bring this album up when we're talking about, again, hair metal or whatever?
Right.
The biggest selling album, boom.
Well, we saved it for you.
Quiet Riot.
Even if you didn't like Quiet Riot, you couldn't deny the impact this record had on
I'm gonna just
that
tell
genre of music, right?
Dee Snider said if it wasn't for Quiet Riot, there would not be that type of metal. Because they led the way.
That's funny that you bring up Dee Snider, Mike, because I happen to have 2 of my favorite 12-inch singles from the Marquee. Boom. These are great records.
Nice.
Very clean. And I love the rawness. I mean, of course, these are live recordings, but
Right.
phenomenal shit.
And there was Sully Barreca, God rest his soul. He's the one who recorded that.
Mike Altini is mentioned in the credits of this record. He told me that. And
Oh,
sure enough,
nice.
he was
Thanks
actually
for
telling the truth.
Thanks for cleaning our toilets.
Yes.
Oh, you're a dick.
It said, Mike, on the credits, Dee said, I would like to personally thank Mike, get your shine box, Altini. You son of a bitch!
Oh,
Now, Pat, you showed this sign, but I'm going to show it because you didn't actually show it. But
No, he didn't show the record. He showed a flat.
Yeah.
who did not have this record? Come on, man. I mean, this was,
Yeah, open the gate field.
dude, that is just phenomenal. Look at that. That was
Yeah,
just,
buddy.
I mean, look at
You know
that.
what? When I got this record, it kind of brought me back to, remember when we were all kids and we opened Kiss Alive 2 and you just stared at the
Oh, sure.
the gate?
Sure.
Same thing with this. I was like, that is just cool, man. Let me
Sure.
look at that. And this is an original pressing, and it still has the order form.
Got the order
merch.
form in there. Very nice.
How many seances did you have looking at that cover and listening to God Bless the Children of the
Dude, when I heard Helter Skelter, I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Now,
Yeah.
Michael, show Altini and Royce, if you can, the pentagram that's on the front
Oh, yeah.
is kind of glossy, so you don't really see it until you shine it in the light.
Yeah.
Right. It's like that gloss black on a matte black. Kind of like what Metallica did with the
Yep.
Black Album.
Kind of
See
like
if you
what
can
we're
see
going to
it.
do on this Slaughter record that we're about to release.
Can you see
Yeah.
that, guys?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Same thing with the back. It's got it on the back, too, with the band
Yep.
photo.
Huh.
And, yeah, this whole record, I mean, you can't deny Shout at the Devil is one of the greatest records from that era. The vinyl's really clean on this one. Of course, like I said, it's the original pressing.
It's clean because he doesn't play his records.
That's right.
I do play my records.
I'm kidding.
And Daddy Boggs is really busting balls over here.
Oh, what's he saying?
Jason teasing me with Sam Cooke. Anything to keep me here.
Look, Bogster, we love having you here, man.
Yeah. And I got one more for
Wait
you.
a second. Wait. Do you think? Look, this would be a nice question for Bogster. Do you think the Beach Boys ever went through a glam stage?
Yes, when they had their little Deuce Coupe, they sure did.
No, it was 1988, Kokomo. I clearly remember them having big hair.
That's
Aruba, Jamaica.
ooh, I wanna take a tuba. I don't remember that shit.
Everybody knows the words to that song.
Oh God. Okay.
There's a homo.
Dan, just the facts. He used to manage a band called Aska.
Yeah.
And he said they opened for Quiet Riot many times.
Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s or Quiet Riot in the clubs in the 70s with Randy Rhoads?
Yeah.
If he hears that, maybe he'll answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Quiet Riot during the Randy Rhoads era looked more glammy than the Mental Health album.
Yeah, see, and I was even going to say, McVeigh, that the reason why I didn't include Mental Health is because I simply don't think of Quiet Riot as a glam band.
I don't either, but I was only touching like the Badlands thing because it said
Sure.
glam / hair metal. All these bands got linked into that genre, like you said, after the fact.
Right.
I don't agree with half of it, but just like this next record, which I'm glad you asked, kids. Da 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 da.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah.
It's our buddy Mark, and this is a great dude. This, you know how some records have filler songs. This album has zero filler. This is great from start to finish. I've always loved this record. Great gatefold on this one.
So what are they saying? Glam or hair metal there?
I'm going to say hair.
You know where I got this from, right?
Well, that's Friday Music Pressing.
I got
it from the
Wizard's Lair. I did, and it's the gold vinyl, or as Mikey likes to call the PP in my pants yellow version.
That's right. That's the urinary tract infection version. And there's a red version of that too.
That's called my period.
That's the bloody urine.
My period.
You know, speaking of, Mikey told me the other day he had a doctor's appointment. He said that they told him they needed a urine sample, a blood sample, a stool sample, and a semen sample, and he just gave him his underwear. So whatever.
That was great.
Oh, he's on fire.
You're a dick.
That was
You're on fire. Go eat your fucking shrimp pie curry.
That was great.
Love you, buddy.
He's on fire. He's in fuego.
Well, let me ask you this. I asked Jason this earlier. You think EZO on the first album was glammy? Or is that just full-on theatrics?
I wouldn't call him glam.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It'd be like calling Queensryche glam because Rage for Order, they had big hair and makeup. I don't know. Just
Right.
Well, I mean, I kind of did that with the Cinderella. I mean, with the look.
yeah.
That record's really not glammy.
Are we gonna get into this again?
Let's rehash it, kids.
Yeah, I see your point though. Point well taken.
Yeah. Royce, by the way, how many hamburgers can you get out of one cow?
Here we go. Here we go.
What?
No.
How many quarter pounders can you get out of him? By the way, Lloyd Moses left the building. I'm going off. Talk to you one time. I lost the mood.
Yeah.
We put you in some kind of a mood? I mean, what the fuck?
Rock and roll is not a mood; it's an attitude.
It's an attitude.
All right,
It's an
so
attitude.
Michael, do you know the? I was pretty close on that hamburger question.
Which has nothing to do with glam, but anyway.
Yeah, or corn dogs for that
Yeah.
matter.
Hey, Royce, Pat is serious. Do you got a guess? He's asked us all this.
Wait. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute here. I'm going to say.
How many quarter-pound single patties can you
Hoople
get out of
box.
one cow?
300.
No.
Is there? Wait. Is there really a sensible, legitimate answer to this?
Well,
Yes, there is, yeah.
Really?
Look, I'm going to tell you the way I did it. So you figure a cow is about 2,500 pounds. Then you got to chop off the head and the legs, the tail. You have to take off the hide. Okay.
But Mikey likes the nuts, so do you consider that part of it?
It's a cow. It's a bull. You asshole.
No, only on
It's a cow, not a bull.
A bull.
So
It's the bull you fuck over here, huh?
all right. So now you strip that motherfucker down.
Damn.
Okay. What do you got left? So my guess was. Wait, I'm not going to tell them my guess because mine was right, sorta.
Yeah, you were in the ballpark.
Yeah. So what do you two hooples think?
Hooples.
Come on,
I like the
Royce.
look on Royce's face right now.
Wait, he's
Yeah, look at it. He's like, wait a second.
Don't Google.
You know he's googling it. That's what he's doing.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, I'm not. Royce,
He's like- He's like, how did we get from glam rock to?
you did it. You did it.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
was
He's
just.
like-
Just the facts said 1,000 burgers.
Alexa, how many hamburgers?
Just the facts. You're off by a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I take a guess?
Go ahead.
What
Yes.
I want you to do, Dick.
3,600.
No, that's
Way
too
off.
much. Way off.
Oh,
No,
what? Too much.
Royce.
Okay.
Royce, it's up to you, man.
Okay, I'm going to go 1,200.
Oh, you're close.
You're closer than everybody.
Yeah.
I said 1,400, but what was the right?
It's somewhere between 14 to 1800
Oh. Okay.
patties per cow.
How
Anyway,
do they know that? I mean, like, would it depend on how you cut the meat?
Yes.
yeah.
That's why it's
No, well,
14 to
you
1,800.
You're making a quarter pounder whether you cut it. Either way, you cut it.
Right.
Quarter pound's a quarter pound.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you slice it.
So
That's right.
basically, we're turning the entire cow into hamburger.
Right.
Cow.
Except, but not the
We're not-
hooves,
we're not
not the
taking out
legs,
any-
not the tail, not the hide,
No, I know.
right?
Well,
Right.
duh, Mikey, not the hooves. When's the last time you had a hoof hamburger?
Well, motherfucker, do you know that when you eat Jello, you're eating hooves?
No.
Yeah.
Horse hooves.
Horse hoofs.
Are you serious?
Not
Yes.
horse hooves.
Yeah.
It ain't horse hooves.
There's horse hoof shavings in Jello.
I used to know a guy that ate a lot of pickled pig's feet, and he'd stand out there on the job site with one in his hand, and the fluid was just running down his elbow.
Well, you know, there's other stuff in Jello too. If you're getting it from Bill Cosby. Oh, oh.
Imagine what's in the pudding pop. Oh,
Well, anybody else got any glam records? That's it.
I think that's it. You
Oh,
know,
I got more.
we did an hour and a half today, and it ran smoothly. I like that, and we didn't
Nice.
get any thumbs down yet.
No thumbs down.
Oh, that's because I hadn't gotten on there.
Oh wait, just the fact that Jello is bone marrow,
Oh, is it bone marrow?
and that's why
Bone
we
marrow.
do nails. I don't know.
Huh.
Anyway, so that's that.
Yeah.
No.
That's glam rock and
I
glam
guess
metal.
that's glam
Glam cow.
glam cow
Glam cow.
glam pudding. That'd probably be a good name for a band, Glam Cow.
That motherfucker couldn't say pudding pop. He said
Glam. I like glam pudding. That's a cool name.
Glam pudding?
Glam
Yeah.
pudding.
Glam pudding.
where you smear it all over yourself.
Yeah, glam burger. Glam burger. We got the meat.
You got Glamburger helper.
Let me tell you what you got.
You got.
You got what I need. It scared the bitches into liking it.
Look at these guys, Royce. It's the witching hour over here.
By the way, it's
Uh-oh.
Irish whiskey that does it.
What are you drinking, Mike? Is that Alka-Seltzer?
I believe it or not, it's called
That's kaopectate.
Red West Irish whiskey.
It's Grampade.
Oh man, I'm jealous. I'm just drinking water tonight.
Well, I have, for those of you that care, because somebody asked me what I was drinking, this is a triple shot energy, zero sugar, Starbucks coffee. And it's actually good. Look at that.
It makes his colon rolling.
Yeah.
As soon as he hangs up, he beelines it to the outhouse.
That's actually good stuff. I like that.
No, it really is good. I like it.
A lot of caffeine in it.
You think?
Yes.
It's like a rectum rocket.
There's a name for a band.
Rectum Rock.
New on red vinyl, Rectum Rocket.
That'd be a good name for a glam band.
Right?
Rectum Rocket. I like that. Actually, I think Mikey had a DVD called that one time.
Oh boy, here we go, Royce.
Yeah, here we go. All right, I think we should wrap it up, man.
I think so too.
All right.
Well, no, wait. I promised somebody that I sent a link to.
Oh boy, here we go.
Mount Rushmore?
Scott,
Mike, you are the booger of rock.
Wait. Let me let him know.
Whoa, Gloria wants LL Cool J. I'm going to knock you out.
Mama said,
knock you out.
I think he was going back to Cali at one point, wasn't he? No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
LL Cool J.
I love LL Cool J. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
For years.
I like LL before all of that. Man, Radio is an amazing record. Come out in '85, I think, and then of course Bigger and Deffer after that with I'm Bad and.
Hold on, someone's trying to break into my apartment.
Uh-oh. Listen,
I don't know about all that, but I do know that we still have this in stock over at The Wizard's Lair.
And what's that web address, Pat?
Which one?
That's www.wizardslair.com.
Also, none of you 25 people that were watching have bought a Slaughter record yet, so head to www.kissmywaxrecords.com.
Yeah.
.com.
Yes.
Use the promo code, damn it.
Promo code.
Yeah. Use promo code Royce in the house.
And get 1% off now.
Yeah. None of you have bought a patio cover yet.
Well, there you have it.
That's great.
There you go.
Or even had me build you a deck and put some replacement windows.
Or build you an ice cream shop.
Yeah. Who was it, Mikey?
I don't know, man. You know what? You guys know what happened.
No.
Yeah.
I'll tell Royce and Jason. We had a problem in our neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Some people was trying to break into cars and stuff, but not smashing windows. If your car door was open, they were taking your change and all this other shit. And
Was it
then
Debo?
So anyway,
How'd you chain Debo coming?
they tried to rob my bike. And
Yeah, that was Debo.
So you know the kind of people that live in my neighborhood. They put the word out that this shit's got to stop, and it didn't stop. And they found out who did it, and they were 3 doors down. They were murdered.
Oh boy!
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The funniest. Well, it shouldn't be funny, but
The fun.
the
Can you tie that in?
Look, the guy was a piece of shit. All right, drug addict, whatever.
With corn?
Anyway,
Jesus.
when the coroner came here, it was
Colonel or cream?
a woman came. She's the medical examiner. She comes flying out of the house. Something ain't right in there. Get the detectives. Something ain't right. Really? You know?
Yeah.
Because
You think?
an ambulance was called, and then the ambulance called the cops, and then the cops called the detectives. I mean, they called the coroner. But something ain't right in there. So
Over there.
right. So anyway, so it's an unsolved murder. They don't know who did it.
No.
Somebody knows something.
Speaking of car break-ins,
Speaking of murder,
Betty's brother used to say, "I'm not going to lock my car because then they're going to not only steal from it, but they're going to break the window too."
Yeah.
And so So,
Hey guys,
so he had
Scott!
what's up?
he had all his construction tools stolen one time. Then another time, he was living in this apartment that had these kind of open garages that were all connected. He used to scuba dive. He left all his tanks there, and that all disappeared too. I remember rebuying him all his concrete tools.
Here we go.
Scott, how are you?
I'm great. How you guys doing?
Good,
brother.
So you
Well, Scott, you got any glam rock there?
What are you
Nope.
drinking, Scott?
I have something amazing that came out today. Maybe you don't know what this is. Have you heard of these guys yet?
Inhaler?
Taylor? No.
Yes.
I think I just heard about them.
This guy, his name is Elijah Hewson.
Elijah what?
Hewson.
Okay.
That's Bono's son.
Oh.
Is that a glam rock band?
No, they are like a power pop, sort of have a little bit of like a early 80s kind of sound. These guys are going to blow up. Watch.
Really?
They're really, really good. And it just
Because
came
it's
out-
Bono's son or because it's good?
both.
Well, have you seen the nose on that guy?
The
He looks like
vocal-
he can snort a half ounce of coke in one shot.
The vocals sound very, very similar.
Really? Oh, that's a cool vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
that
is an Amazon special press that just came out.
That almost looked like the Polydor label at first. What does that say on there?
It is.
Oh, it is Polydor.
It's probably.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
I didn't know they were still around.
Inhaler? Yeah, they've been around for a while.
I didn't know they were still around.
Well, Inhaler basically they've been around. They're like about 20 or 21 years old now. They've been around since they've been like 15 or 16 years old. The whole pandemic hit, so they hold the album back. They did a bunch of singles before COVID hit in 2018-19. They started becoming popular. They were going to play a bunch of shows in the U.S. and they had to cancel them, obviously, because of COVID. But they're back up. The album just came out. They were on it. They're going to be doing a bunch of press in the next couple of months. They're coming to the U.S. to do a tour in early 2022.
What kind of venues are they playing? Do you know yet?
Yeah, they're going to be doing Mercury Lounge in New York City, actually, in September as a one-off promo, small, intimate show.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other shows they're going to be doing are like Irving Plaza size. So I have tickets for the Irving Plaza show. That's not until March.
Daddy Bog wants to know if there's any Sam Cooke covers on that record.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, okay, all right.
You sure Bring It On Home to Me is not there? Hey, it just occurred to me. You remember Odd Job from the James Bond movies?
Yes.
Imagine the damage he could have done with a hat like Scott's.
Mikey remembers Hand Job. But those were from different kind of movies, Royce. Never mind.
No, I have a lot of glam metal and a lot of glam rock records from the 70s and stuff like that for sure. Faster Pussycat's album was 34 years old today?
Yeah.
Wow.
34 years ago.
Wow, man. That's hard to believe.
I remember going to see them at L'Amour's when that first album came out.
I saw them on a tour called Metal Mania. It was supposed to be Guns N' Roses, Ace Frehley, Y&T, Loudness, Gary Moore, and Faster Pussycat.
Wow.
Now you're talking, Gary Moore.
What album? Is that on Wake Me When It's Over? Or?
No, the first
That's
album.
the first
And
one, yeah.
ironically, Guns N' Roses canceled.
No,
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Not those guys.
Yeah.
They are always prompt.
Oh, they're just on time all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Guns N' Roses in beginning of August.
Have you guys seen Adler's new band? Holy shit, man.
Yeah, Adler's Appetite, or whatever they're
No.
called.
Did you see the performance from M3 Festival a couple
I
days
saw
ago?
a little bit.
Yeah.
A few
Dude,
clips.
that guy, look, I'm just going to say it. Yes, he went for a Guns N' Roses vibe with his band. That guy, in my opinion, dude, he nails the Axl Rose shit. I mean, wow.
Oh, wait, Adler. You talking Steven Adler?
Steven
Yeah,
Adler.
Steven Adler,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the singer that he has supposedly is, I think, from Argentina or something like that, and he was in a Guns N' Roses tribute band, and he's got the mannerisms down, he's got the vocal down, and he's got it.
I got to see one. I got to see.
That's cool because when I saw Adler's Appetite, they actually opened for Faster Pussycat because of my old band member is actually in Faster Pussycat now, and has been for a while.
Which one?
Danny Nordell.
Oh, the bass player? Yeah, Danny's cool.
Yeah, I know Dan. I was in the Vibes with Danny.
Oh, okay.
90s, when they got out of the Throbs. But yeah, Joe Listay was actually singing for them.
Oh,
Joe
from
Bang Tango.
Bang Tango, yeah. Wow.
And Beautiful Creatures.
Yes.
Great record.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the guy's name?
Steven Adler several times, actually.
Yeah.
Come to all the Sunset Wino shows.
I got to see one of the two Guns N' Roses reunion shows that Adler came out and played on in Nashville.
Oh yeah, down at the stadium.
How was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was great. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, I really feel. I mean, I saw Guns N' Roses from the beginning too. Like they came out to New York City. They were playing like the Ritz. Before they did the thing with Great White, Easy-O opened up. It was in 1987, and I really feel that like once Adler was out of the band, they really lost that whole like groove thing that they had.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Totally different.
You know?
Yeah. I don't understand why they didn't get him back. I mean, he's capable of playing, obviously.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the not to take away from the guy that's in the band now, but it just doesn't have that swing. It's missing that element.
Maybe
Definitely.
because maybe because
It had a swagger to it.
And out of rehab. You know,
I don't know.
you can't count on him.
I think that's probably has a lot to
I
do
think
with it.
that was-
Anthony.
I think that's
Yeah.
what I heard.
It's a shame though because he's a great drummer. He really is.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
Yeah.
well, okay.
It's 11:46, guys. You want to wrap it up?
I say okay.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Crap.
Rip,
Wait.
rip,
I
rip,
got-
rip, rip.
Jackson.
Hey, here's Glam.
Thank
He
you
wore
for
makeup.
being here, and especially thank everybody in the chat. You're really appreciated.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Fun unboxing, and we'll try to come up with something funner next week.
Or
Yeah,
just as fun.
It just as fun, yeah.
Oh no, that was pretty fun.
Don't forget.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
We'll come up with something we always do.
Scott, where can everybody buy that record?
Is it at
Bono.com?
or whatever?
Bono.com.
No, inhaler.com. You can find it on Amazon, wherever.
MyPolitics.com.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Dublin.com.
So
Dublin.
if you use the code word Scott Harris, they get you 10% off.
They should. They should be giving me something. For
Yeah.
You know what? If you're gonna plug them, we got to plug Beltman's hot dogs, man.
Oh, here we go.
The best hot dogs on the planet Earth.
I'm up.
He's been talking about these damn hot dogs for like a month. Man.
Oh, yeah. He told me the other day he actually slept with one of them. I was like, whatever, dude. Okay.
I asked him, how many hot dogs did you get, right? He goes, I got 10 pounds. I go,
How many?
okay.
But how many is that?
Yeah, how many is that?
Well, it's 8 in a pack, right? What are we doing? Fucking like the cow thing? How many hamburgers?
The real question is, how many hot dogs can you get out of a pig?
Oh,
Oh.
there you go. There you go.
Or how many can you get in a pig?
But who eats pork hot dogs? We
We
eat
had
beef hot dogs.
14
Oh, beef hot dogs.
Yeah, maybe you guys eat fucking pig's dick down
Then
there.
how many hot dogs can you get out of a cow?
Pig's dick.
You know?
There's a band name.
I gotta tell you something. You get the Costco magazine once a month if you're a Costco member.
No, I get an email, Mike. I'm up to date.
You're a fucking asshole.
We're paperless.
You're an asshole.
Mike's like, oh, here's my Reader's Digest. Oh, here's my Costco paper. Oh, here's Butt Plug Monthly. Hang on. Let me keep on.
And this is coming from the president of the Men Boy Love Association.
You're a dick.
It came with his
Fucking
subscription
damn
to
blood.
National Geographic.
Wait, where did you get that accent? National Geographic.
Graphic.
But check it out. So here,
He's going to show us the flyer, isn't he?
You got a free coupon for a quarter of milk.
it's not the flyer, it's the magazine.
It's not milk, Pat.
So here, it says, this is unbelievable. So it's July. Well, it's hot dog month, right?
That does look good, I ain't going to lie.
All right, so anyway.
Does it come with a little flag stuck in the weenie?
Yeah, it's stuck in your weenie.
Well, I'm all about freedom.
So check out the story here. It says, according to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, Frankfurters found their way to the U.S. with 19th century German immigrants. The council says that around 1870, Charles Feldman, a German immigrant, began selling hot dogs on a split bun from a stand in Coney Island.
Okay.
So fucking Costco even gives Feldman kudos.
There you go.
Mikey's like the national representative for weenies. He's proud of that, too.
I'm just telling you, I love hot dogs, but when I ate a Feldman's hot dog,
I know. You actually told me, you said you have not tried a hot dog until you've had this. And I was like, okay.
And that is the truth, man.
So they're better than Bar S?
What?
You don't know what Bar S hot dogs are?
I actually drove all the way to Costco to get one of their Polish dogs once. It's about,
Costco
it's
doesn't.
about
This is
20
the
miles away.
Costco doesn't sell Feldman's hot dogs.
Really?
It's only
No, I don't.
Stop and
It's
Shop,
a Polish
Publix,
dog.
and mail order. So anyway, you eat one of these hot dogs, you know you don't burp one up. You know how you eat a hot dog and you taste it an hour later?
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah,
You just-
same with the sausage McMuffin.
Scott, have you had one of those hot dogs? You're out that way, huh?
Never.
Really?
Nope.
It's the original Coney Island hot dog, and I've
had Nathan's in Coney Island, but not
Well,
that
this
one.
is what happened. Nathan used to work for Feldman. He stole the recipe and opened up down the block.
Okay.
So are they comparable or no?
Nathan's tastes nothing like a Feldman's hot dog. Right?
Daddy Bob's highly recommended Hebrew Nationals.
What?
Fuck that shit. Look. Those are skinny fucking hot dogs, and you taste them the day later. Feldman's hot dogs. There's no comparison.
What's the brand name again?
Feldman, Feltman.
Okay.
And-
Okay.
Feltmans.com. You get you just order a pack of hot dogs. You'll be addicted. It's like fucking the heroin of hot dogs. Right?
Did you say you'll be a dit? What'd you say?
I go around. I need a Feltmans. I need a Feltmans.
He's like, I need a felt up.
Yeah. I want to reach around.
I go up to Harlem. I get a big bag of smack and a Feltman's hot dog.
All right, then.
All right.
And
All
the
right,
audio-
then.
Okay. I think we're going to sign off now. Thank you.
All
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Good night.
You guys.
Great.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you, Dad.
Have a hot dog.
Okay, we're
Joey Chestnut rules.
Yeah.
Chestnut.
heading out.